Hi, I'm Eric Pratt from US Broadcast Distribution. Today we're going to be talking about a new product from PTZ Cam. This is a full NDI POV camera. And full NDI means that it's not using the NDI HX, which is a compressed protocol. Full NDI, while compressed, is much less compressed. It's over 100 megabits per second. It also has a half-inch sensor on it. So if you're into quality, this is full NDI, half-inch sensor, and it uses a CS mount lens system on it, which means that you can purchase a wide variety of lenses. As long as they're lenses that are compatible with half-inch sensors, you should be good to go. And there's a lot available in that category. On top of that, this unit also has 1080p 60 output via SDI. So the combination of full NDI, half-inch sensor, SDI output makes this a camera that you might want to take a look at. So let's take a look at it. So here's the camera itself with the lens on it. You can see inside it's got that half-inch sensor. We're using the optional lens. This is a 6 to 15 millimeter. And then on the back, we have a lot packed into a small space. So there is the RJ45. This is where the full NDI comes from. This is our 1080p 60 SDI connector. We have a 3.5 millimeter audio jack. This is a high-res connector which conveys power and RS-232. This is a powered iris connector. This is the RS-485 connector, and this is the menu selector. So this is a four-way button with detent to move through the menus which come out of the SDI connector for setting things like exposure, auto exposure, iris, etc., the different configurations of the camera itself. So these are the physical connectors of it. Let's see how this behaves inside of a computer. So here in VMix, we would go to our add input NDI, and then we would go and find the camera. So we see the NDI camera there, and we've already added it, and it is here. So when we select it, we can see our NDI camera that we have set up here, and we have that, hopefully not confusingly, side by side with the PTZ Cam's PTZ camera. So the reason why I've done that is so that I've actually pulled halfway through on a wipe so that you can see the difference between the two. And the full NDI camera is on the right here, and that's the half-inch sensor, and then the PTZ camera, which is the 1/2.8-inch sensor. So it's a little bit bigger than 1/3 inch, a little bit smaller than a half-inch sensor. But we've tried to match the lens, get them close together so you can see them side by side. And so to go back to the NDI camera. So here's the NDI camera, just so you can get an idea of what the footage looks like with this lens on it. So let me show you some lens options here. This is one of my favorite parts. So one thing you will notice is that there is a C-mount ring in here. So this can actually come off, and you can use C-mount lenses on it. C-mount lenses, I would want to say there's less of them, but there are some C-mount lenses that you may want to look at, especially because they might support more half-inch sensors. But the CS mount adapter ring comes on it, and you can purchase it with this particular lens. This is the one that we're using here. And then, so this is a 6 to 15 millimeter. This is a 4.5 to 10 millimeter. I like this one because it's a little bit smaller, a little more expensive, and I do like these little knobs which you can turn in to lock the. You can use them to lock the position of the ring. So that's a nice one. So that's an option. And then my favorite is this one. This makes the camera look really impressive, and the reason why I've done that is because it makes the camera look really impressive. The other reason why is because I happen to already have a library of Nikon format lenses, and I can use an adapter to adapt between the CS mount and the Nikon format. And if you have a variety of different kinds of camera lenses, say you have f mount or Sony lenses, you can buy adapters that will adapt between them. Now, these particular sensor lenses are for a 35mm sensor, so there's going to be some cropping. In this case, this is a very wide angle. This is a fisheye, so it's actually perfect. The combination of the fisheye, focusing the signal back onto the half-inch sensor, it all works out. And this gives me some. I believe it also has zoom to it, 7mm to something. So there's a lot of different options when it comes to DSLR lenses, and if you happen to already have them, sometimes an adapter might be fun as well. So that's some of the options that you can use for lenses with this camera. I also should probably point out that it's got a 1/4-20 mount on the bottom, 1/4-20 mount on the top. This is good for mounting it on a ceiling. This is good for mounting it on a tripod. This is also handy to throw a monitor on top of. So that's some of the physical attributes of PTZ Cam's full NDI POV camera. So that's just a little bit of information about these full NDI POV cameras. If you have any questions, you can always check us out at usbroadcast.co. We try to have more information. This video should be there, more videos on other products, and you can always find our contact information to either contact us or look up our resellers and give them a call and see if this would be the right camera for your production. Once again, I'm Eric Pratt. Thanks for watching.